Hello, and welcome to the second ever comment roundup video. Typically, the idea is that I'll look back on all the comments that I got and haven't responded to, and I will respond to them here in this video. However, this time I'm going to be addressing specific comments that I get on some of my various Warframe gameplay videos. So, let's get into this. First of all, I'm going to read out a few of the comments that are the whole reason that I am making this video in the first place. I realize that this may seem like a call out, but I can assure you that is not my intention. My intention is to give people a window into the way that I look at these kinds of comments. The first one reads, "So, welcome to Warframe, you're a masochist. I can take a guess that you have been playing Warframe for a little bit and are versed in the basics, since you are releasing the bioweapons in this section. My advice to you from where you stand right now is to prepare by enhancing your mastery rank. You have already been doing this well enough through leveling weapons and Warframes and doing missions, but I bring this up because the higher your mastery rank, the more powerful and badass weapons you get. I don't know how to end this comment, so here's a list of things that could help you along the way. Your best element for damage for almost anything is viral damage. This is because it stacks with slash damage and it decreases the health of any enemy by a lot. While shields have been reworked, frames with high HP and low shields equals more vulnerability. When your shields break, you get iframes. If you have low shields, you can recharge them quickly to rinse and repeat. If the frame is shield focused, higher shields are good, since the more shields you have, the more invulnerability time you have. So for frames like Mag, she can cast to get shields back and is rewarded for breaking shields. This doesn't mean there isn't damage that can go through shield. Endo and credits are free, platinum is not. If you still have plat from the start, do not waste it on fireworks. Instead, buy a Warframe slot and 2 weapon slots. They can be purchased from the market, and you need them if you plan on getting more weapons or Warframes to use. Take your time. No, seriously, take your time. This is a 10-year-old game that forces you to go slow. If you try to go fast, you can get rewarded, but you lose out if you force yourself to go fast. This list right here is the tip of a dense titanic iceberg of knowledge, so take your time. That being said, welcome to Warframe. Should you need help or advice, know that the community can help. Have fun, good hunting." I just want to say that it's kind of funny here that they say that it's a 10-year-old game that forces you to go slow, when, like, I have never seen anyone playing this game go slow, and I've got like 300 hours into this game right now. Literally no one does, and there's tons of time in relic missions that I've literally gotten left behind and not gotten all of the essence stuff. So no, the game does not force you to go slow. That's bullshit. But moving on. The next one I have here reads, "Quick tip, don't go for planes of Eidolon just yet. Try unlocking all the planets in the star chart, as you'll be able to unlock quests and a lot of Warframes." The next one I have here says, "If you're doing relic runs, don't do them solo. In a group you will have better returns from the relics. You will get more void traces if the others pick your reward." And the last one reads, "You're doing well. Boltor is 100% a good choice. Get to the void as fast as possible so you can farm awesome mods that drop there. 120% more crit damage, 30% more power strength, etc. Also argon crystals." Now, those are the 4 comments I am going to use to illustrate the point I want to make here. I understand that these people are just trying to help with the tips and advice they're giving, but what I need all of you to know and understand something related to how I responded to all of these comments, and will continue to respond to these comments because I'm sure these aren't going to stop even with the advent of this video being out there. What I want everyone to understand is that if I want tips or advice for Warframe, I would ask for it. I cannot state how important that sentence is. I personally do not like unsolicited advice And I find it more annoying and frustrating than anything, even being helpful. The other thing that everyone needs to understand is that when I upload videos, I use the scheduling function, and I schedule videos out months in advance. For example, right now, I have videos scheduled out until the middle of March, and I need people to understand that because the Warframe videos that you are seeing now, they were recorded months ago. This means that the point I am at in Warframe that you're seeing in these videos is not the same point where I actually am in the game itself. In Warframe itself, I am through the entire star chart. I have some quests under my belt and more to do. I have 4 or so prime weapons. I have like 15 different Warframes. I have a necromech, and so on. I have a friend that helps me with Warframe every so often and has taught me pretty much everything that these comments are saying. Now I realize that my audience wouldn't know that and just sees the stuff in the video, but that's why I'm putting that here in this video. Now coming back around to the comments, the other reason I find comments like the 4 I mentioned to be more frustrating than helpful is because it all comes off really condescending more than anything. It feels like all of you are like, we know more about Warframe than you do, and it really comes off like these people think I'm playing the game incorrectly, and I really fucking hate that. I'm going to rant here a little bit and say that what gives anyone, any of you that leave a comment on my videos, what gives any of you the right to tell me, the person playing the game, how to play the game? So what if I do a relic run solo? Sure, it's not the most efficient way to do a relic run, but all of you need to understand, I could do a relic run solo if I want to. I could do anything solo if I want to. The point I'm trying to make here is that everyone needs to understand, I'm the one playing the game, and I can play it however I want to, and the fact that I have to explain that to some of the people that are leaving comments on these videos is really sad. It kind of mirrors when I was uploading Dark Souls Remastered videos, and I would get people leaving comments on here like, why are you using cheats? What's the point of using cheats in Dark Souls? So on and so forth. And they're not realizing I am the one who bought the game with the money that I earned. Therefore, I can play the game however I want to. Just because it's different from how anyone else does, or my favorite quote, that's not what the developers intended. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is how I want to play the game. And it was really getting to the point that it bugs me that other people are going to make a big deal if someone else isn't playing the game in the most efficient way possible, like with Warframe. Because it feels to me like people care more about playing games as efficiently as possible rather than having a fun time. Going back to my example, yes, relic runs are more efficiently done in a full group, and I know that. But I'm also having fun doing them solo, so don't sit there and tell me not to do them solo, because you are not me, and you and no one else controls the way that I play the game. I realize that this video isn't going to stop people from giving me unsolicited advice on further Warframe videos that I have planned to come out and scheduled to come out. But I just hope that the people leaving comments, I hope you think just a little bit before you give advice, that you know that what I'm going to say to you giving advice is going to be something along the lines of unsolicited advice or tips isn't welcome here, or my common one of if I wanted advice or tips, I would ask for it. don't get mad at me if you take that the wrong way, but, I can only do so much to drive the point home. But that's all I got here, so thank you for listening, and goodbye.